Hello and welcome to a Last Epoch stream. This is GeoGalvanic logging in here. Busy with the wiki as always today, starting a little late because of that. Gonna turn on some lights so that you can see my ugly mug. I hope everyone's doing well today. Today I'm going to be leveling up my Primalist some more. Hopefully gonna get him up to the Spriggan form, and I'm gonna use that to help me edit the wiki later on today. And we're just gonna finish logging in here. Which seems to be a little slow. Game. I'm gonna try restarting the game. For whatever reason, it was really laggy. I just don't know. So in Last Epoch news, today they announced that they're going to be doing a hardcore streamer race on Thursday of next week at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you're like me and you are actually in Central Standard Time, 1 p.m. is not a great time on a Thursday. But if you're not like me and you happen to be available and you want to do that race, it's an awesome opportunity to get, the winner is going to get a $1,000 pack, supporter pack. Second place is going to get a $750 supporter pack, and I don't remember what third place was, but it was pretty good. Wrong password. I wonder if the servers are having some trouble right now. It just seems very slow. Is there any announcements about this? Failed to log in. That's fine. As long as I can play and I can level, I'll be happy. Although it does seem like there's something going on with the servers. Call the fire department. Put out the fire. So, if I remember right, hang on. Just need to adjust the settings here. Should be getting better frames. Come on. You're not doing what I want you to do, game. Game. I'm trying to figure out why when I actually set it to the right resolution, because frame rate's going down when it should not. Let me try and change the display mode maybe. No, change. It's gonna really bother me. There. All right, I think that's good now. Good for now, anyways. Not too laggy. So we left off in the ruins of Welrun from yesterday. So I'm about 20 passive points away from getting to unlock the Sprug Man. And I believe I have a summon Sabertooth. It's going to help me out, so that's going to be my primary pet. I believe the Druid tree has, if you have one companion out or one minion out, you get a damage bonus to your spells. So I'm going to pretty much just rely on the Sabertooth as my one minion. Let me see. One. Yeah, increased armor and protection if you control exactly one companion. And increased damage all the way up there. So I kind of want to get that node. So I'm just going to keep only the summon Sabertooth. But go on attunement, main efficiency here. And Thornburst as my primary not in Spriggan form damage source. And we're gonna skip by the Sane Cultist quest for now. The wiki has been getting a ton of people editing it today, which is great. I'm, like, doing all the stuff I was planning on doing. So, less work for me, but I still have plenty of work to do left on the wiki. I'm gonna hopefully get through all of the Primeless passives tonight after I finish this playthrough, which will be good. All of the base implicits and everything got updated on the wiki last night. I'm looking for a deflecting shard, glancing blow chance, because I wanted to update some of the stuff on that because some of it has new gear. I think it only drops at the higher levels. Right, I should summon my Sabertooth. I'm trying to think of a way that as a druid... These guys are so annoying. Just stay and fight me. You don't need friends. Trying to think of a way as a druid I could take advantage of the Sabertooth's added cold damage. I know as a mage with the Snapfrost you can get cold protection reduction, which would be really nice, especially if we had like co-op, but I don't think there's anything that can give me cold reduction as a druid. No shaman, you can get avalanche and some other cold skills, but I'm not sure if there's any good cold debuffs that I can get to really build off of. Alright, in the Shattered Valley, on we go. Might get some more voice acting in today. Should be stellar. Iron armor, I believe that is better than whatever I'm wearing. I can craft on it. Oh, and I have these iron gauntlets that are better than these. So we're gonna put on dodge rating here. And probably vitality. Alright, so we broke it, but still better than this. Some iron gauntlets here. Don't need intelligence. I do need attunement. I don't have I do have one attunement shard. I don't think it's worth putting anything in it. Or go for elemental protection. No. Alright. So we're max level on our gauntlets. For now. Wand of the Ocean. It's a rare affix. I'm gonna really want to try and up the Thorn Burst damage as much as I can, and I need to find a really good two-hand weapon to go with it. Because I took the node that gives me the free cast if I'm using a two-handed weapon. But there's not too many great, maybe a Drawsting? Not too many great two-handed weapons for magic users. We need like a staff or something. Two-handed wand. It'd be hilarious, like a giant ass wand that you just carry around with you. It's gotta look like one of those like trick magician wands too, like little black ones with the white cap on the end. It'd be hilarious. Alright. Oh my. It got quite laggy over here. What is going on? Where did my frames go? I really wish my minions would stop attacking things like morons. Thank you. But seriously, where did my frames go? Oh gosh. There's gotta be a good way to do this. Why are you doing this to me? Stop. Why am I at like 20 frames? Where are my minions? Alright. Heyo, McMagic, how's it going? Just trying to figure out my frame rate is so low right now. Did that help at all? I think that helps. Maybe. Just asking Discord if I've looked at the minion aggro range. It feels too far to you right now. Are you referring to enemies aggroing onto minions or minions aggroing onto enemies? Those are both different things. I have different opinions about both of them. Minions onto enemies, yes, I would agree. 100%. They are, like, I'm fighting a pack of mobs here, and then, like, when I finish this guy, they're gonna go and they're gonna go attack those spiders. Oh, well. The Void Cleric's gonna call those spiders over, but then these guys are gonna go attack that one that's not doing anything. Which doesn't give me a chance to, like, take a break or reset or, like, figure out my skills or anything. Which can be really annoying. But it's going to be improved for sure. Because the minion UI and AI are both really limited. And they're definitely going to be working on those at some point. And it's going to be a lot better. Then we'll go off screen and attack monsters not aggroed. Yeah. You follow your minions 90% of the time. Yeah, that's gonna lead you to your death probably. There's no way to make them heal is the issue. Like, we have the spacebar attack command, but I can't, like, just be like, nah, don't attack the things that aren't aggroed, please. It makes those take way too long, I agree. It'd be cool if you could, like, set an aggro range, so you, like, have a certain length that you could set for your minions, and you could set it, like, per specific minion. And then you can have it be whatever you want. Right, so Druid, we're going to take the attunement nodes, unlocking Tangling Roots soon. The Spriggan is worse by far. I haven't seen the Spriggan's aggro range in this patch. Or is it just worse because it dies a lot? Unlike the other companions. Because that would certainly make it worse too. To the courtyard! We've made it to the temple. Don't know if it's aggro range, but it's incapable of killing stuff, so it'll just never catch up to you. Yeah, that's fair. There are, you could spec the DPS Spriggan. It's an interesting Spriggan build. The Poison Veil Orb. It's actually really nice for a poison build. Because then you have you that are stacking poisons, and then your Spriggan is stacking poisons. And it deals increased damage. You just, like, annihilate bosses like crazy. Right now you're spec'd into Aura and Tank. Yeah, I think that's the most common way to run a Spriggan. Because you can just run that with pretty much anything and it just gives you that passive buff. And you just do the Tank because the Spriggan is so not tanky. And you want it to survive at least a little bit. I want the circlet. So I'm going to jump over here. I feel like the totems need to be resistant to large area attacks like the companions are. You have Spriggan Aura Huge, which allows you to take the 50% healing extra companion. That's nice. Actually, I kind of like the idea of having fewer companions. I'm just running with the select few. I have no way to regain health. Oh my gosh. Stupid minions pulling everything. You think fewer is better, that's why you started out with a lot? What? How does that work out? I'll probably make a new one in a week or so. Yeah. That's fair enough. What am I wearing for my amulet right now? Nothing good? Alright, I'll wear this other not very good amulet. Basically, if you started out with what you thought was the best, you would never actually do the other build. Oh, okay. I see. So you want to start out with just like trying out everything, and then once you've got everything figured out and dialed in, you want to do your best build later on. You do the one that is slightly worse for a week or so, then you switch to the main one that you know is actually better. Fair enough. And then that'll make you feel really good too. You'll be like, oh yeah, this build is definitely way better. I feel much better about playing the game now. Pretty sure single companion Druid is the best build. Yeah, those single companion damage nodes are super strong. For melee builds? Probably spell builds too. I don't know, we'll find out. I'm gonna do a spell, single companion. Stop it, Void Clerics. You don't need more mobs. Just die peacefully. I think the Druid one is 75% increased damage, 5 points at 15. Yeah. It's pretty strong. Shades Copper Amulet. I'll take that instead of what I have. I want the cast speed. Where'd it go? This one? You know what would be nice if there was like a running log of items that you pick up? Like in the chat or something? Is chat working? No. Chat is broken. And there's like a running log, like how they show the recent shards that you pick up. If they showed the recent items that you picked up, and then you can like click on the item from the list, and then like equip it, so you don't have to like search through your inventory to find like the recently picked up item, but you can pick it up from the list. That'd be nice. Egbert, which one's Egbert? The wolf? I don't think I have that on the wiki. I need to add that. Wiki primal wolf. Let's see. Do I have Egbert? Oh, I do have Egbert on there already. Although I do know that the Sabertooth can be named Noodle. I don't have that on the wiki yet. So they did fix the running past the guardian and just going through thing. Grass amulet of regrowth of the turtle. No thanks. What's the build plan for this character? Well, I want to try out the Spriggan form. Because this is my first character I've made so far, and I need that Sprugman in my life. I also just need to unlock the stuff so that I can look at it to edit the wiki. But for right now, I'm leveling the Sabertooth and Thornburst. So I got Thornburst is free with the two-handed. I'm gonna be getting the chance to do it when I'm hit, and then getting the Pierce as well. So then that way it'll still work even when I'm in the Spriggan form, so I don't lose any efficiency there. Sabertooth is just all cold damage right now. And I'm waiting for Entangling Roots. I'm gonna do like all Druid skills. Entangling Roots, Spriggan form, and I don't know what my other skill is gonna be. I might just keep Frenzy Totem. I might get a heal skill on or something. Might keep Fury Leap. I don't know. Or I might get the Spriggan. I might do two companions, Spriggan and the Sabertooth. But I'd lose out on those one companion nodes, which is a shame. Or I might switch out the Sabertooth for the Spriggan. I don't know. We will see. Ooh. You'll put on Thicket Blades. That's fun. The Thicket Blades would also work well in Spriggan form. If I remember right, you can get the Spriggan form so that you can cast the root walls indefinitely. If you get the minus mana cost. So I can go into Spriggan form with the thick. Oh well, the Thicket Blades won't last forever. Unfortunately. You still have no idea what combo of pets you want. I mean, fair enough. It's like the choice of the century. At least the mage and sentinel will have it easier. They only have like a choice of one or two companions. I wonder if the rogue, if their only companion is going to be the falcon. That'd be interesting. Or if they're going to have access to other companions somehow. I'd be very interested in the falcon being the only companion on the rogue tree, but just having a ton of skills for the falcon. Because I would think that you would have something for the base class that has the falcon in it, right? Which means you could have a falcon as a marksman or a blade dancer as well. You can maybe get some interesting effects with that. Waypoint unlocked. Alright, we got ourselves Entangling Roots. I might go Vines, or Heals, or Buff. I'm probably not going to go for the Melee Stomp, because even though it's super strong, I don't have a good melee build. So it'd be a waste to invest in melee just for the stomp, I think. Buffs, heals. Well, the spray gun's gonna have a bunch of heals on it by itself, so I might want to get the buff. Is there a... There's no buff specific to the Sabertooth. It's just Bear, Wolf, and Spriggan. Is there vines still? Oh, there's just nothing to scale the vines with. Well, you could increase the vine's damage. Did they change that? Right. Increase damage and chance to cast. We'll just go with chance for now. We'll get the damage. So what will be the chance? It'll be 40% chance to cast it when hit. That's pretty crazy. What is Thorn Trail? I don't think I've ever actually invested in that, so I don't know what it is. If only someone could add it to the wiki so I could find out. Just a bunch of slackers on the wiki. Okay. Look at all these shards I'm getting now. I had like no shards at like the early levels, and I'm getting tons of them. So I haven't seen a deflecting shard though. Look at this wall. This wall looks pretty. This design on it. Just got the leaves. I wonder how many people are gonna do the the supporter pack that lets them design cave walls. There's another thing that we should be getting eventually is zombies from the Kickstarter supporters. Thanks for the follow, Six String Samurai. Appreciate it. How's it going tonight? I know I saw you on someone else's stream. I can't remember whose. Was it Novatics? Or Ragings? Not Raging, Berserkin, as he is called now. As he has been so dubbed. Both. Oh, okay. Fair enough. That might be why I was confused. Doomblade. What do I have? This deals significantly more damage, I think. It has no... no shards on it yet, but I think in general it'll be better. I'll just craft on it right away. Have you heard of the Void Primalist? Me either. But that's apparently the direction I'm going right now. Right. None of these shards are very good. Melee physical damage added? Sure. Melee damage increased. Let's go. No. Why would I do that? I don't need the melee damage. Alright, I did it. I'm gonna sell it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just so used to playing like a melee primalist. And just, I see something with really good base melee damage. I'm like, of course that's what I want to play with. Just forget that I'm not doing that right now. I'm just doing spells. Lighted sash. You don't like melee in the game right now. Interesting. It feels weird. What do you dislike about it? The movement? Are you one of those people that really likes to have melee on the left click? Oh, that's a common complaint. The movement. What specifically about the movement? Because I think the default for this one, move to melee attack enemies that are out of range. I think the default is set to on. I turned it to off. You don't need it on left. Yeah. It feels weird to you and not fluid. So some people prefer the move to melee attack enemies out of range to be on, and that makes it feel better for them. Personally, I hate it. I think it feels so clunky, like I'm not doing what I want to. So I have it set to off, and I think that feels a lot better. I don't know if you've tried playing around with that yet. Another thing that helps is just getting tons of attack speed. It's off, yeah. Because doing a slow attack speed melee I hate as well. But I find that getting increased attack speed is just good for not only damage but also survivability. But I feel like I get stuck in animations too much when I have a low attack speed. You had to turn it off for a hammer throw. Interesting. Alright. Rip my minions. Do 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 do, dance, dance. Yes, Cecily. Alright. Now you guys can live again. Alright, it's time for you to log in and start playing. Alright, enjoy. Good luck figuring out which of the companions you want to use. Personally, I'm a fan of the Primal Serpent. It's not a companion, but it's a great minion. Alright, don't need either of those. The door. It's adorable. Oh, I added a new sound. I don't know if it works. So, only one way to try out. I think it's supposed to be exclamation point redeem cricket. I don't know. I don't think it worked. I have to try and figure that out. Later, I guess. I'm supposed to play cricket sounds. To be fair, though, you've only played Sentinel, really. So maybe it's just a bad skill set there. Let's see. Yeah, you're only like good. Well, so you have Warpath, which lots of people love. Although I don't know, I would consider that like a typical melee attack skill. Your only other options are the Erasing Strike and Vengeance. And Vengeance has its own very unique feel to it. Because it has such a small AoE, it's very different to everything else. Yeah, you don't consider Warpath true melee? Yeah, me either, because you don't have to deal with any of the like frustrations of melee. Mainly being it's a channeled PvE AoE. There you go. One of the frustrations with melee is having to like stand in place in front of your enemy's face. Well, that was one of the ideas I suggested really early on, was having more melee skills where you were able to use movement. I think that would have helped a bit with making the melee attacks feel more fluid. Instead of having to wait, instead of having to wait for your attack animation, you'd be able to move as you were attacking. It needs Flicker Strike. What is Flicker Strike? Is it like Manifest Weapon? Because Manifest Weapon is kind of what I'm talking about. Except for, I was thinking with something with a larger AoE than Manifest Weapon. Plated Belt! Whoo, boy! I like me some plated belts. All that armor. What can I put on you? Health, armor, void protection. Well, I'm facing a lot of void right now, so we'll go with that. I broke it. That's alright. Oh, the link. Alright, let's see what it is. It's from PoE, which makes sense. It's the build of the week. Alright, so... Alright, that's a lot of... So when I see the combat, I don't see the combat at all. It just... Is that like, Juggernaut from Dota? Hello, Inferna, how's it going? It has a built-in cooldown. Is it like, what's the skill called? The Juggernaut skill from Dota. Where you just basically like dash around and hit anything that's in like the nearby area. Ricky has a similar skill from Dota as well. Entangling Roots. Good, finally sitting down. Well, welcome back from work. Happy weekend time. I'm doing pretty good. I'm excited to also have the weekend, have a chance to finally play through the game and get work done on the wiki. I've been getting so little sleep this week. It's been crazy. I've been getting like... Oh! Thanks for the subscription, Inferna. I appreciate it. That makes you subscription the second sub. Stream Elements was the first. But you're the first one that wasn't me. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. That gives you unlimited access to the Panini emote. You can also use it on the Discord if you have your Discord linked to your Twitch. For a second I thought that was the follow notification. I was like, I thought you already followed. It's because it's basically like someone strapped a rocket to an ADHD child and gave him a chainsaw. That it accurately describes what I saw in that video. That is pretty accurate. Two at once? Oh, and they're the worst ones. That's great. I love to play with the worst ones. I'm gonna throw this away. There we go. Nice. Speaking of Discord, how the hell do you add a game to it? You can't get Last Epoch on there. Interesting. Are you doing the standalone or Steam? Because when I run it through Steam, it shows up on it for me. In PoE, Flicker Strike isn't really a skill, it's an adventure. Is it an acid trip baked into the metagame? It randomly selects a target. You have Steam, but you can't get it to the quick launcher. Oh, you haven't been able to get your Steam account linked with your Last Epoch account and jumps to it. It sounds a lot like the Juggernaut skill in Dota. Why can't I remember what it's called? We'll wiki this because the wiki bot also works for other games. Dota 2? Juggernaut. What is Juggernaut skill? Abilities. This is ultimate. Omni Slash. Juggernaut leaps towards the target enemy unit with an attack and then slashes other nearby units at an increased attack rate. You're invulnerable during the action. Oh yeah, you haven't done it on the webpage yet? Fair enough. Yeah, so it shows up on Steam for me. As for Discord, I can explain it in my Discord a bit later once I'm done streaming. It's kind of an involved process, I think. Oh, thanks for the link there, 6. A lupine helmet. What does that give me? Health regen and armor. I want spell damage. I will wear the mage helmet instead. Nope. I also have a full inventory, so I don't think I'm going to pick up anything. You can also do it in reverse. The Last Epoch is your account, not form account. They're both the same thing, if I'm not mistaken. This Sabertooth is crazy. He's just going everywhere. He just leaps and he's gone. For you, they were two different ones. That's weird. You had a different game account and a different form account on Last Epoch? Yes. Were you a Kickstarter backer? Because I know before, like way back when, they used to be separate, but I was pretty sure they all merged together when they migrated over to Kickstarter packs and stuff. The forms are through a different system. Yes, they are. They use Discourse, but I was pretty sure they use the same account. My minions are gone. They keep abandoning me. It's like they're telling me they don't want to die all the time. They need the extra health to survive. So I had your forum icon from that system, and I have never set that up on Last Epoch. On Discourse, it has your forum icon. Discourse uses Gravatar by default. So if you saw your old icon, it would have come from Gravatar, which is just used universally by like everything. It would have recognized your email, probably. But I don't think it does that anymore because they don't have the Gravatar enabled on the forum. They haven't in a long time. You didn't even get a prompt. You clicked login and it was like, welcome 6-string with everything already set. Yeah, that's The Fang! Oh my gosh, so many uniques. The Fang. That'll be nice for a wolf build later. Very, very nice. Alright, go. Untangling Ruts. Ooh. This wolf is, I'm probably going to replace him. He dies too fast. It's not tanky enough for me, even though I've not invested in him whatsoever. My Sabertooth is also dying. Maybe I should get the, I should do not stand in a damaging AoE. I should also put, I don't need Fear Leap anymore. Entangling Roots on my bar. That might be a good idea. Actually use the buff I've been putting points into. Great. We're almost to the monolith. Huzzah. Stash, sort. Stash. Yeah, alright, more damage. Why did the music stop? There we go. Bring back the music. Oh. That's pretty cool. My cat is a dog. All right. It's named Dog. So the Sabertooth can be named Noodle and Dog. I think for a while it used to have the same... Oh, Mike Weicker. What does Mike say? Ooh. Mike added level requirements. The level requirements will be updated on the wiki. Unfortunately, nothing else changed, so I won't have to spend like the hour it takes to reformat this spreadsheet, and I'll just be able to like plug it in and good to go. One thing I don't like about the companion actives is that they aren't instant. Like it's my companion that's doing the action, right? Not me. But I still have to do the cast animation. Which means I can't do it while I'm casting something else. Which feels weird. Like I don't think there's any reason why it should be a cast-based skill. Alright, new passives here. Whenever you're hit by a melee attack, 10% chance to cast Tremor. Whenever you cast a spell, you have 5% chance to regain the mana cost as health. Interesting. But that can only go up to 30%. That's gonna feel really weird. I would do it maybe if there was like a 100% chance possibility. I don't like the chance-based nature of those procs, and it's probably not going to be super good. Entailing Roots is like one of your highest cast spells, or I guess the summoning is. Maybe Straighten Form has something really expensive. That'd feel weird. You and your minions have 5% increased physical damage per point and 5% increased healing effectiveness. Okay, so I'm just going to go for attunement here. And I don't know. Maybe I'll get the healing effectiveness. Interesting. What was interesting? The cast for your minion actives. I definitely need a staff. That's what I need, a magic staff. Because I want the two-handed thing for the free mana on the Thorn Burst, but then Egg. Its name's Egg. What up, Egg? There's a lot of people streaming the game tonight. Awesome. I didn't even take a look. But there's been a ton of people throughout this whole week, and today's Friday night, so I guess like everyone's mama is playing. It's like people are way more competitive over the ladder than I was anticipating they would be. Which means I might need to make an actual ladder run at some point. That race is coming up. Oh my. There's that race too, exactly. So Everyone's got to get ready for that hardcore race. I'm just so disappointed that it's gonna be like when I'm at work. I might just not actually do the race, but do the race by myself 5 hours later. Just to see how I compare. Your PC would catch fire if you tried to stream. That's unfortunate. You'll race me, Inferna? You know, I was actually thinking that maybe I'll start like an NA race for like everyone that couldn't make the regular race. We'll just race each other at like 7 o'clock or something, 7 or 8. When would the West Coast be out of work and like ready? 9 Central. That would give West Coast 7. 10 for the East. It's gonna take a long time to get to level 65 though. It's gonna be really long. We get online at about the same time. You get it online around 5-ish Mountain Time. Yeah, that'd be like 6 Central. We could do that. Just set up a NA race with no rewards, unfortunately. But you know, it's not always about the trophy. Sometimes it is about the experience. Alright, so I am going to actually get the Healing Nova nodes so that my minions don't die so terribly and horribly. I would love, I've been playing so many Leech builds lately, it feels weird to not have Leech. It is a super strong stat. Especially with the attack speed. No! Here. Viscerating Primal Axe. Ow. What? It's a good thing there's that sound effect. I almost missed this. Ooh, new ones. Riverbend Grasp. It's the one that makes me throw a thing. Right? Throw an axe at a nearby enemy on hit. Interesting. Which is really only good for the Sentinel because the Sentinel is the only one with throwing attack. What's the armor though? Really shite armor. Plus 40 health. 100% increased dodge rating. That's kind of nice. What's my dodge rating? Something really bad, probably. Yeah. Oh, I'll throw that on a Sentinel at some point. Getting so many uniques. They really upped that drop rate. Oh my gosh. They said they doubled it. I feel like it's way more than double. Attunement. The Sanctum Bastille! It is time to fight the boss. Atera, why did you do this to me? You found Morning Frost boots last night? Nice. But you came back? No. I don't think I've played with the Morning Frost boots too much. I think I played with them once in the pre-alpha demo. No, you are not a Terra. Does it have a... I think they changed it. Does it have a chill? Does it like leave a chill behind you now? I know what I'll do. We'll key it. Well, my damage is certainly not great. Am I playing on Linux? I sure am, 6. I can't stand Windows. It's actually why I started playing Epoch. No, but it does cold damage per dexterity. Interesting. The Linux. 10% less health, 15% increased movement speed. +1 cold damage to spells and attacks per point of dexterity. That would actually be really nice for this build. Well, actually, maybe not. I don't have any dexterity. But I could invest in dexterity. 1% increased damage taken per point of dex. Interesting. You might install Linux now. Certainly worth trying. There's no cost to trying Linux. That's what I always say. It's not for everyone. I'll admit that. But if it runs well on your system and it does what you need it to do, I don't really see a reason not to. You're curious to see if you get better performance. That would be interesting. You should let me know. I think the Linux version has slightly less performance than the Windows version, but I could be wrong. I think it's mostly because of Unity. You've used it before, you lost the drive though, and just never reinstalled it on the new setup. That's fair enough. In the ruins of the chamber, even as the void begins to rise, you feel the voice call out to you again, resonating with the 2 other shards in your possession. You know that the last shard lies within, and taking it would reform the relic known as the Epoch. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Why is, this not, oh, I finished the album. Find something new. Here we go. Share these songs. What distro were you running on Linux? Were you using Ubuntu? Reach out and take the Epoch. Were you around for the No Vatican a Blender clip? Ubuntu? This is the typical one. I'm using Linux Mint right now because back when I started using it, it was the only distro you could get Cinnamon on easily. That was the only user-friendly version then. Yeah, so I'm using Linux Mint, which is a super user-friendly version. That's what I recommend for most people that are coming from Windows and that like really like the Windows 7. Speak with me when you can. I see you've woken up. That's good. I'm sure you have many questions. Yeah, where am I? What are you doing to me? And why are you so creepy? This is what is left of our timeline, and many others. This is the end of time. When you rejoined the shard to the Epoch, the void plunged the world into darkness. Well, most of it. The Epoch saved you, as it saved us all. It brought us here, away from the void's grasp. How do you know what happened in there? I've told this to countless travelers, just like you, ever since one of the early ones told me themselves. This place is a realm of connections as well as endings. Whenever a traveler grasps the Epoch, just as their timeline is shattered, they are whisked away to this place. That appears to be the fate of all timelines. But I still believe in hope. Speak to me once again once you've acquainted yourself with this place. Can I just do it? Oh, I can just talk to him. That's nice. Now, there's literally probably hundreds. That is correct. There are definitely hundreds of Linux distributions. It's actually pretty crazy. Manjaro's like a recently popular one, like a user-friendly Arch distribution. I see a lot of people using that lately. Agony! Limitless possibilities and infinite worlds. This is the monolith of fate. The monolith of fate. The monolith of fate is the medium through which one may explore not just the original timeline, but the countless alternate timelines that may branch from it. That's what you heard? You heard about Manjaro as well? Yeah. It's getting pretty popular. It was one of the 3 recommended for gaming. Ubuntu definitely has to be one. Linux Mint is essentially Ubuntu with Cinnamon. Manjaro, I don't know what else you would recommend for gaming. Solaris, maybe? Sarno uses Solaris. Here, let's sell our trash off. So I'm broke AF. I'm just gonna sell everything. Right, I'm gonna sell these bee gloves. I have way too many of them in the alpha. Alright, and now we can start stash tab of uniques. Nope, not what I wanted to do. There we go. Pop was the 3rd. I think I watched that video. I don't remember who did it. I thought it was from System 76. But, I thought they picked out some interesting distributions. Oh no, I didn't voice act. I have to restart. Linus Tech Tips. Ah, yes. I do remember watching that. It was interesting. He picked out some of the more niche ones, I think. The less popular ones. Ah, welcome back, traveler. As you can see, this place is literally crumbling under our feet. There is no future here, but there is still hope. Tell me more. Yes, there is hope. In the past. Between the travelers who come and go, giving information from their ventures about time, and the histories those of us stranded here have studied, I believe we have identified approximately when the void began to sweep over the world, and who is likely responsible. The year 1005, the Imperial Era. What do I need to do? Centuries before the world was reduced to the desolation we saw at last, the world faced a different threat, the Immortal Empire. They were once human, but the dark magic they wielded twisted them into a vile mockery of life. These undead fiends hunted down the living, at the whim of the Immortal Emperor. We believe that it was his greed for power that leads to the void being unleashed upon the world. Stopping him is our best chance at changing fate. It appears that with the Epoch, one may travel the expanses of time to certain key dates at least. The Epoch will guide your way. It knows the weavings of fate far better than any of us. Seek out the outcast queen, leader of the living ripples in that time, and show her the Epoch. The rest will be up to you. Concentrate on the past. It wasn't done by Linus, it was done by Anthony. And he tried to pick more user-friendly distros than that were somewhat close to a Windows environment. And that had at least the least amount of extra steps. Yes. And I remember everyone was saying that Anthony did a better job than Linus. It was a good watch. Is there anything new this way? I always like to explore this side of the map. Because there's nothing here, but I feel like there should be. So like every patch, I just want to see if they put in anything. This is newish, this floating rock, I think. He broke the iMac Pro though. Oh no, feels bad. By the way, in case you didn't know, this barricade right here is actually a training dummy. Just in case you wanted a training dummy while you're in the outcast camp. Kappa. Outcast guard? You, where did you come from? There's no way in or out of the temple? Well, clearly there is, because I just did so. Kappa. This is also a training dummy. Oh, cool. Right? Little known facts of the last Epoch world. These are the things that I just love to discover. This guy has a quest. Kalen. What's your quest? What are you wearing? You call that armor? If you want to stand a chance against the Immortal Emperor's minions, you're going to need to have better gear than that. Head over to the forge and imbue yourself with some shards. Leave. Outcast Queen. I think, because with the way this quest works, I'm going to go do this quest. You just did this quest, Shane? I think with this, the way this quest works, I think it might make new people confused if they've not opened their crafting menu before. They might think that the only way to craft is to go to this forge, which would be a little bit confusing, considering it is not the only way to craft, and it is one of the least efficient ways to do so. Do I have any attunement? I do have an attunement shard. I'll put it on here. Maybe. Attunement. Do spell stuff? Maybe? Spell? Spell damage increased. Wand down. Oh, no. It's a prefix. Put it on this ring, though. Spell damage increased. Huzzah. The crafting thing is buggy as well. The crafting thing is buggy. This window? when I try to sort. It seems to be sorting just fine for me. What are we talking about? Click type. Oh, type. It did it. Prefixes and suffixes. Or are you talking about how it doesn't save the sort from this? So it doesn't do alphabetical by type? Now click type again. I don't know what it's doing. What is it doing? It's just reordering it, isn't it? It's still ordering it by prefixes and suffixes, but it's ordering everything else randomly in between it. Which is fine, I guess. But it's not changing the sort. Oh, you mean you wanted it to change it from prefixes on top to suffixes on top? Yeah, that's what it should do. You're right. Ancella. Huh. Oh, I heard about you. Word travels fast here, especially when the Queen vouches for someone who's shown up out of nowhere. I hear you're headed towards Welrin, yeah? Yep. Good. You see this rat of an Imperial over here? We found him skulking too close to our hideout and managed to grab him. Lucky for us, it turns out he worked in the Great College of Welrin and had the keys to its gates on him. Would you head over there and doing some recon for us? Sure. Glad to hear it. The Great College used to be a place of wonders. My grandfather used to tell me about it when I was little. But the Immortal Empire defiled the place. Maybe the Queen is right to trust you after all. I wonder what happened to the college. So we know that the mage and the acolyte studied at the college. And presumably the mage was the acolyte's mentor. And we know that the Immortal Empire took it over. So I'm wondering what happened to the mage and the acolyte when that happened. Welcome to our humble camp of outcasts. Oh, she's female. Welcome to our humble camp of outcasts. If you mean to join the rebellion against the rotting tyrant, you are in good company. If not, you've made a poor choice then, haven't you? Show her the Epoch. Hey. How do you have this? The shard has been hidden by... No. This is not just the shard. This is the Epoch itself. I demand you explain yourself. All you need to know is I'm here to stop the Immortal Emperor, take names, and chew bubblegum. I still don't know if I should trust you, but the Epoch may be the key to destroying the Immortal Empire. What do we need to do? With the kind of power we have at our disposal now, we may be able to destroy the Emperor if we get close enough to him. One of our mages learned the location of a secret entrance into the Immortal Citadel, but he was captured. He's being transported west. Our intel indicates that he may be being held in Welrin. If you can rescue him, we may be able to do this. I accept your challenge, your quest, so to say. So that changed a little bit, because now we have the full Epoch. We don't just have the shard, we have the full Epoch. So my frame rate's got better over here, so I don't know if it was just like that zone or what. Where did the wolf go? The wolf's dead already? What? Come on, wolf. Do do do. Right, how close am I to the Spriggan form? 2 away from Spriggan. 12 points away from Spriggan form. It's a cairn. Uh-oh. It spawns skeletons. Am I A2? A2 what? A 2-year-old? Because I'm most definitely a 2-year-old, if that was the question. Act 2. Yes. This is Act 3, I think, technically. We have the prologue. Act 1 goes until you get to the surface. Act 2 is the Forsaken Trail to the end of time. So this is Act 3 now. Just the beginning of Act 3. I guess I'll try not to spoil things for you. Actually, just kidding. I totally won't try not to spoil things. You just have to mute me when I'm doing voice acting. I'll give you a warning. You're level 29. I think you should be ahead of me. I'm level 25. Viper Tail! Nice. It's actually probably really good. Chance to slow and poison on hit. Increased melee attack speed. Okay, I don't need the melee attack speed. Increased dodge rating is good. And isn't this supposed to be a plated belt? It's a sash now. Oh man. 2 minutes. Grab it. There we go. Right. I want more further. More faster, more further. You just hit the garden. Are you like going through all of the side zones or something? You're way over leveled for the garden. Containing roots has 15% reduced duration. Yeah, you are exploring everything. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. If you explore everything, you get over leveled pretty easily. Which is interesting, because that means for like the people that have already like gone and explored all the side zones and they're not going to do it anymore, it means it's going to make it harder for them. And they can just like go straight into the content and level faster. Right, Healing Nova 1 in Roots End. Reduced duration, but 30% increased mana efficiency. So the buffs last the same amount of time, I think. So reducing the duration actually is going to be okay. Because it'll just decrease the damage. But it'll allow me to get the buff more often. So it'll actually be good. I'm doing it primarily for the buff instead of for the AoE damage. Did you find anything exciting? Did you see maybe all of those Venom Weavers? Do you know where the what the Venom Weaver meme comes from? Not yet today. Not sure if you're familiar with the meme. I'll explain it for anyone watching that's not speaking up though. It's from Zinryu's stream. I get the spider too? Yes, I'm subbed to Zinryu. So I get his emote. Oh yeah. But yeah, so Zinryu basically died a bunch to the Venom Weavers because the Venom Weavers were super overpowered. But it made Zinryu somewhat tilted. So it's just become a meme of like Zinryu dying to spiders. Specifically the Venom Weavers. Alright, so there is a correct way to play this. And that is to leap off of a cliff. That is the only correct way to play this game. Alright, we're gonna actually switch out the wolf. The wolf's not doing anything for me right now. Alright, boom! That's fun. I'm surprised that the Sabertooth didn't jump down with me. He's gonna drag all the mobs, isn't he? Or maybe not. Oh, yep, there they are. There's the mobs. Okay. Shards. Gravity has a small AoE, in your opinion. It used to have a node to make it larger. It's not super big. You saved me, Atera. If only you had been here sooner, the others would still be. The outcast queen sent me to find the mage that was captured. Where are they? Oh, you must mean Ulrich. That fool, he let slip that he knew something that could threaten the Empire. Now they've taken him away from here to be interrogated. Or worse, have the information torn from his mind. Where have they taken him? That I don't know. The Empire could be taking Ulrich down to Majelka to be interrogated by their spy master, north to face the clutches of the High Priestess, or even directly to the Immortal Citadel. But there's a way we can track him. How? Before they took him away, Ulrich gave me his ring. At first I thought it was a sweet, but he revealed that it was magically linked to him, and if I brought it to the outcasts in Lake Liath, they would use it to define his location. I would go, but I'm no match for the Empire. Please take it and find Ulrich. I accept. Okay, I need to put points into something, I guess. Right, so no melee, no melee. Cast a spell, I have a chance to gain health. Armor and health. Or physical damage and healing effectiveness. What damage is the Thorn Burst? It is physical. Okay. We'll do that then. Alright. So now we gotta unlock the college. Should I do the college quest now to get the point, or should I just keep going to Lake Liath? Unlock the waypoint for sure. What I really want, I want the potion heals to my minion. That might actually be good survivability for the minions. But that's in the base class, and I already finished the base class. Prism wraps? Oh boy! Another new unique. What's this one? Body armor, 30% less elemental damage taken. 30% increased damage. 30% of elemental damage leached as health on hit. Okay, so essentially I take more damage that's not elemental. And elemental damage is leached as health. Okay. I can get by that. This plus like Morning Frost would be really nice. Ooh. Look at this icon art. Oh my. Did Sarno said he uploaded some of the icon art. I want to see if he uploaded this one to the wiki Prism Reps. Look at that. Just looks so nice. It's like all pretty and like a mosaic. Damn. The elements shift like light through a prism. If you control the prism, you control the elements. Woohoo. It's not going to do anything for me right now, though. I don't have any elemental damage. My Sabertooth does, but I do not. Alas. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's like... be very nice for a mage or for a shaman. Maybe even a forge guard or a paladin with that fire. Definitely interesting. Keeper's gloves. See, I knew I should have sold those ones that I had before. I knew I was going to get another pair. Alright, we're going to unlock the door. Then we're going to go to Lake Goliath, I think. Unlock the door. Alright, so do I go for the mana efficiency now? Or more, okay, I just go for the mana efficiency. Don't always need Healing Nova, right? So it still does the same initial damage, which means this will actually would be really good for the assassins. It would be really good if you were going for the melee stomp, entangling roots as well. The reduced duration but increased mana efficiency, because then you can just spam stun stomp. I wonder how low you get the cost of entangling roots. Ow, ow, ow. Fortified iron cask. Interesting. The cast animations for the Soul Spear is nice. Much better than not having a cast animation. The Soul Warden's Road. This is where all the souls are transported, taken to the Immortal Empire for harvesting. Yes. Whoop. Leap. Ow. What was that from? Leap. Boom. Leap. Alright, it's time to start playing for real. We're gonna do the big poles. Right. Not off to a great start here. We're gonna leap into success. Uh-oh. 2 of these soul cage. No! Alright, that didn't work out too well. Roar! Roar with your mighty fangs. Okie dokie. You're gonna explode on me, eh? That's what you think you're gonna do? It's alright, you're gonna die instead. Increase dodge rating. How close am I now? I'm so close, I can feel it. 10 points away from Sprugen. Healing totems. 10% chance to summon a healing totem nearby when hit. 10% increased minion health per allocated point. You cannot summon more than one healing totem every 5 seconds. It's only a 10% chance for the healing totem, but it sounds pretty fun. Spells and doesn't specify if my healing effectiveness would increase the healing effectiveness of the healing totem. I would assume not. And I would assume that it would only be increased by the healing effectiveness of my minions. My spells and melee attacks deal +2 physical damage on hit. Very nice. That'll be good. Need that. I need that for the Thorn Burst. Minions have increased healing effectiveness, so that would help with the healing totems, probably. Increased damage over time per allocated point. 3 health gained on kill. Alright. Okay. More chance to cast one hit. We're gonna up the increased freeze chance there. More cold damage. Need to find some like tanky nose for the Sabertooth. If he has any. Added armor. Please pick up. Thank you. The feline camera. Nope. Jump. Whee! Up, up, up. Waypoint unlocked. What? It wasn't even looking at me. How does that happen? It's a crazy attack. Ow. So much damage. I think it's because I have no necrotic protection. Oh! It fell. Can I go down there? Can I join it? No? How'd you get down there? You little chimera. You tried to jump down there, but I can't. Where'd you come from? Ow. Fortified iron gauntlet. Alright. Reduce the duration even more, increase mana efficiency. So we're at 29 cost for the entangling roots. Ow. Death to chimeras. These dirty skeleton birds. They know not what they deserve. I still haven't found one glancing blow shard on anything. It's gotta be like level locked somewhere higher than what I am. I wonder what level it's locked to. Alright. Let's see. You. Let's get attacked. Expecting me? I've been expecting you, traveler. I can feel the Epoch's presence within you. Roughly 1,000 years ago, you were there when the Epoch shard my ancestor carried disappeared. Weren't you? That is when my people began to lose hope. But now, here you are, not only with that shard, but the others, reformed into the Epoch. Either you have been quiet far into the past, or somehow the future has become so bleak that Ater's warnings have been for naught. Your people, Ater's warnings? My people were among the first to walk the world, and the last to hear Ater's words before she entered her slumber. She broke the Epoch into 3 shards, one hidden within her temple, one to be defended by knowledge, and one guarded by mystery. Maybe it was arrogance for us to consider argyle suitable obscurity. You delivering it from that era entirely has proven far more effective. The fact that fate has guided you to combining them and using its power despite our efforts. Maybe it is appropriate that I am the last of our number. Cool story, but I need to find Alric. I was told you could help. He has this ring. Yes, I can tell that the boy left his mark on this ring. The other outcasts were wary of my talents, but thankfully the queen saw their usefulness and brought a poor hermit woman like me into the fold. Let me know when you are ready to begin the ritual. I am ready. Yes. The old woman begins to chant, the ring floating in her palm and glowing with a faint light. I can almost see him. He is somewhere dark. In the distance you hear shouts and the sound of combat. Damn! They found us! Defend me, traveler, while I finish the ritual. To the defense! Ow, 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 ow. Immortal eye. Not so immortal anymore, eh? Alright. Outcast Seer. 600 XP. You are a skilled fighter, it seems. That will serve you well, considering where I saw poor Alric. Where is he? I saw the walls of bone, twisted cages of metal and cruelty, but all around it the vast darkness of the sea. There had been rumors that Admiral Hardon, one of the immortal emperor's most trusted servants, was constructing a dreadnought of unprecedented size. Alaric is imprisoned deep within its hull. It is not too late. The ship is still in the harbor of Thetima, just west of here. Go now. I must rest. Okay, goodbye. I'm going to go do the college quest because I can. Go back to the future. Then we'll go back to the past. And then we'll go to the end of time. And then we'll do some monolith. Because the monolith will be exciting. This loading screen is taking a while. Hello? Hello? Game, are you there? Aha. You are. You are here. My hour of need. Level 28. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. The Ruined College. Hey, this college has been redesigned. It's got a new floor. Do 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 do. The corpse. Take the crest. Now we go back to the past. And now I will go to the college. Boom, slash. College time. The great college. The greatest of all the colleges. Hear a voice from the other side of the door. Who are you? I heard that commotion outside. I don't know what your plan is, but you're not getting in here. This door is sealed by a crest that only I hold, and I'm willing to wait you out. Wait, did it not let me pick up the crest earlier? Come on! That's lame. Super lame. Alright, our cold-based sleeper tooth. I'm just gonna... the desert way station. We're just gonna go to the end of time anyways, and we're gonna do monolith for a bit. We'll do monolith until I die. Agony. Limitless possibilities. Goodbye. I choose... okay, so I have enemies deal 25% increased damage, or this time enemies have 30% increased health. We're gonna go for the damage because it has higher item rarity, and I think I suck at both equally. The devoured armory. So one of the interesting things is that you have like the option of like either just rushing bosses and getting to higher level monuments, or you can like hang out in a monument and just farm the mobs for a while if you really wanted to. What was that? The color looked weird. Skeletons! The cute little boogers. Fur boots. Increase movement speed and armor. What boots do I have on now? Refuge boots. These have more movement speed for the base, but this one has a decent celerity shard on it. I'm gonna leave it as is. One level for the bear. Nice. I am a couple points behind you. Ow. The explosion looks really weird when the soul cage explodes. It's like inverted colors. All right. I was totally expecting like the void stuff to come out from the sides. Oh, already died. All right. Well, anyways, it's good timing. I'm getting super tired, so I'm gonna drop everyone off with the host to someone else. I'll be on tomorrow and Sunday, 4 p.m. Central, which would be essentially 5 hours ago in your time, until 8 p.m. Central. I'm going to be editing the wiki tonight, so look forward to having all of the skills on there, none of the skill nodes, some of the passives, all of the level requirements are going to be added in. I'm going to work on that more tomorrow as well. Over the weekend or maybe next week, I'm thinking about doing some YouTube specific content, doing a crafting guide based off of like stuff on the wiki. Here's a forge. That's odd. I wasn't expecting there to be another forge laying around somewhere. But doing like a crafting guide on the wiki or doing like a build based guide as well. So be on the lookout for that. I'm just gonna see who is streaming right now. Looks like got a bunch of people to choose from here. I'm gonna drop you all off with Novatic though. But everyone, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the follows. I appreciate it. Inferna, thank you again for the Prime sub. Very much appreciate it. Just plugging away. All good, all good. I don't mind some lurkers. I do it myself all the time when I'm watching someone. But have a good rest of your night. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, here we go.